It's always nice to win, and I said after Wednesday, the bottom line is finding a way to win. A lot easier on the coaches, a lot less exciting maybe, but a lot easier to win in the fashion that we did today. And quickly, I'll tell you what I told the team. I thought that especially in the first half, but really as we played through most of the game, our defense was front and center. We talked about having to have effort because one of Fresno's strengths is how hard they play. And I thought we had great energy, but really good, smart defensive play. That's a good team. Even you can look at records, but that's a team that has really played well lately. They get people shots, and we didn't allow people to get good shots, and that will win for you. Chase Tapley has become so good at just playing with no agenda, moving the ball. I think he's had 5 or more assists in 3 straight games, and he's made it look easy. And when the wrist is 100%, take what he's doing now and throw in how well he can shoot. We smile when we think about it. So it was a good team win. Obviously, it's nice to have Xavier to have a chance to play. And I'm crossing my fingers that he'll be okay. He seemed to be after the game. But he felt good to be able to get out and play. And I thought he was pretty good for having done nothing competitively for 2 weeks. So it was good to see him back. And good victory for us. Tough game on Wednesday at Colorado State, but today was a good team victory and another wonderful crowd. Anything? That got it?
Coach, what does it say about the fact that when you come on this return against Fresno and you beat them by a much bigger deficit? I know you, as a coach, you're going, we beat them by 2, it's great, beat them by 20, it's great. But doesn't it say something about your team's ability to read and react to a team the second time around when you beat them like that?
This game is one of runs, and you never know what the flow of the game is going to be. Most of us are a little better at home. I think we're 11-1 now at home, or 12-1 at home. We had one that went to the wire at their place, first conference game, and we hung on and got a 3-point win. They had probably their best win, not probably, I would say in Rodney's 2 years there, his best win when they beat Vegas from wire to wire. So this was nice to have that. It doesn't happen often. So when it does, you can relax a little bit and feel good about how you're playing. And we're all aware of how it can happen on either side. So when you get the victory like this, it's nice.
Is it also encouraging for you when you look and you say, okay, X was down, but he's back. Chase is hurt, but he finds other ways to play, as you said. He's a player. He plays. Do you then look at your roster and make you even more prepped and excited to play when you know that all the pieces that may have been missing and caused some of these struggles that you've had in the last couple of weeks, it's like, hey, they're healing up. Our team can heat up and heal up.
To be at our best, we need Xavier Thames healthy. Everybody knows that. He's been so instrumental in our success. Last year, people were saying, how are we going to deal with not having DJ? And X stepped in and did a terrific job. When he's not there, it's not quite the same. And we talked last time. It starts with, okay, now we got to say, are we sure that's who we want to put on their point guard? So it's good to have him back. And Chase is a basketball player that has started for 4 years. So he's at a stage in his career where he says, I don't have to look at the scorebook and see that I'm taking 15 shots. I just want to make sure that I help us win. And I think when you do that, you look better. And to me, he's played his best basketball the last 2 or 3 games just by the movement and the way he's playing. for the team, and we need to continue that. But we have to get better. We're like everybody. We have to continue to try to get better. This is a tough league, and no game's easy. Even when it looks easy, it's not easy.
It's nice to see Dwayne Foley give you something offensively.
It was great to see Dwayne Foley have a chance to play. He's such a wonderful young guy and is so supportive of everybody else. You never see him put his head down when he doesn't get to play. He walks around and congratulates everybody else, and that's hard to do. So for him to get a chance to play and then make a couple of shots and have the crowd chant his name and feel good about himself, it's well-deserved and nice to see.
Hey, Steve, your thoughts on Jamaal getting 1,000 points and 500 rebounds for his career?
Jamaal just wills himself into stuff. He finds a way. The ball finds him, especially on the defensive glass. He just has a knack for always being around the ball. And he can score in different ways. He gets a lot of free throws. So he's a talented player that is becoming much more in charge of his emotions and not allowing that to override his play and not get caught up in, the fouls that he says aren't called and this sort of thing. So I think that's a sign of maturity, and it's nice to see him. And in his really played 2 years for us. He played not that much as a freshman. He's got some pretty good numbers that back up the quality of player that he is.
And Coach, you kind of took everyone by surprise last season, but how much have you seen teams key in on him specifically this year?
Jamaal's different this year. Your point's well taken. A year ago, nobody circled his name twice in red and underlined it saying, this is the guy you better stop if you want to win the game. They all do that now. A year ago, for most of the season, he was, quote, an undersized four-man. So he had the advantage of a bigger, slower guy guarding him, and he took advantage of that. This year, he's usually guarded by an athlete, not unlike himself, and it's more challenging. And I think he's adapted and adjusted nicely to everything that's gone on. It's what you have to do.
Obviously, you struggled putting teams away or extending leads, particularly early in the second half. Is there something different about the mindset today that you think allowed the team to do that?
We talked at halftime. We were, I think, 12 ahead. They scored the last two baskets of the half to cut it to 8. But they still have 17 points, and I thought we really defended well. And Dutcher, I'll be honest with you, Dutcher saved us 4 first-half baskets because they're right in front of our bench. He knew everything they were going to run, and he's calling out, under, and he's calling out plays to. I know he saved us 4 baskets. So we said the challenge is now, can you come out and bring the effort and energy? And it's not you can if you just let up a little bit, and it might not show, but it's enough for that opponent to seize it and get to you. And I thought we were better today at not letting up and staying with the defense and not having to have offense create energy for us. I thought we were better with that today. So we'll see if we can do that as we move into the next few games. Thank you.